Well, guys, as you can see, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and get the Kato turntable. Got it onto the layout. But this whole section over here, it's just not gonna work. And that Kato turntable, it just looks too plain. That's just not gonna work either. So we're gonna have to do something about that. So just one moment. Now that looks a lot better. So let's see what it took to get to this. One moment. Hey guys. So this is what we've done so far. So obviously, we went ahead and just cut this out of the layout altogether. And we went ahead and took the foam knife and we went ahead and hollowed that out down a little bit there. So the turntable itself would sit inside there. That way it's going to be to where it's, when I attach the track, it's not going to be sitting up like this. It's going to be sitting flat. So that is the first thing that we've done so far on this to get this looking the way we want. As we went ahead and did that. So that's what it looks like as of right now. Again, we just went ahead and hollowed out the foam right there so it'll sink down to the right height. And then we're going to go ahead and go from there. Hey guys. So, as you're about to see here, we are making some progress. This is kind of how it's going to look, I think. I got the lights installed in the engine shed and the wires put in through the foam there to where it goes up underneath it. Same thing here with this industry. It's wired up, ready to go. And as you saw in the previous video, I already went ahead and got this turntable countersunk into the foam there. So I think the next thing that we're going to end up doing, we still have to figure out the final placements of those couple buildings there in the water tower. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put those containers yet. But the next thing that we're going to do for sure is we're going to go ahead and get the street lamps put in for the parking. Get some parking lot lines put in there. After we get that done, we'll go ahead and hit everything with the hairspray to seal it down. And then from there, we'll go ahead and I think we're going to end up pouring some concrete over here. The stuff that I got from Sparky 107 there from one of his contests. So I think we're going to do that. And then of course we are definitely going to weather this turntable because this is just not going to work the way it is. So quite a bit more to do. And we'll see you here in a bit. Alright guys, well today's been a busy day with the getting this portion of the layout taken care of. So I went ahead and I found where I wanted to put these three buildings at, so they're now glued in place. This one is glued in place. But the engine shed, not so much, not yet. And the reason for that is because you're probably seeing this stuff right here. Well, this right here is this. And you probably recognize this if you watch Sparky's video. He did a video about doing some Smooth It road kit. Let's see what it is. It's this guy right here. The Learning Kit Road System. And I was lucky enough to win this from Sparky during that contest, so we got that deployed for this video here. And I went ahead and did the outline of where I'm going to put all this Smooth It stuff. Don't know if there's going to be enough or not. Kind of hoping there will be, but it's basically going to go all through in here. That's where it's going to go at. And I might even put some around the roundhouse. I got the stuff laid out if I do that. It just depends on how much there is, but I definitely want to make sure that I get this area over here. So we'll put that down, see how it turns out, and we'll go from there. So So that's what we're doing at the moment. Then after we get that all taken care of, then we're gonna drop some lamp posts in, or I might even do the lamp post before I pour the smooth in. I'm not sure. But either way, it's getting done. So, all right, we will be back. All right, guys. As you can see, we're still making progress here. We went ahead and got some cars added into a parking lot here, as well as over here and right here. We got us a light pole in right there. There's a light pole here. There's a light pole there. And there's one right here as well. Alright, so we pretty much got that taken care of. All this is wired up, so all the wires has been put together up underneath it and soldered together, so we're good there. I'll still have to go ahead and put the engine shed back in there and run its wire down there and solder that up. And of course, we still have the roundhouse or the turntable to mess with yet, but we're getting ready to work on that next. But I also found another little problem. When I was getting out the magic water for the new pond that I'm going to be doing on the layout, I found that it started to harden at the bottom, so I'm going to have to stop this project and go run over there and get that done. So we're going to do that here in a minute too. That'll be on a separate video though. Alright, back in a few. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the turntable took apart here. And if doing this is something that kind of scares you, you know, because it is a $250 product, don't let it scare you. I mean, it's just basically, you know, 3 screws, and this thing just pops up after you take this piece and this piece off. So no worries at all. You know, so no worries, don't worry about it. And there's plenty of clearance in here to put some weathering powder in here. Maybe even to put a little bit of gravel and some ground cover. Not sure about that. I'll have to test it out. Probably keep it, you know, more of the around this portion of it, not so close up to here. But it looks like it'll have enough room, so I'm going to give it a whirl. But as for right now, I'm just started, you know, just getting some powder in here and getting the first part of it going. So we'll see what happens here in a few minutes. All right, well, we've done quite a bit of work on this thing. The question now is, will it work? We're yet to find out. But I think it looks pretty good. Just went in and just painted it red on there. I know there's supposed to be some kind of signal thing, but whatever. The lighting's not real great, so, but it is weathered. I mean, you can see that it is weathered in there. Same thing with the little house there. I just went in and painted the windows white and just put some blue weathering powder on it. Called it good. But yeah, I still got to put these black caps on here. Which, you know, I got sitting right here. Should have done that already, but damn it. They just snap right in place. Actually, they don't snap, they just push down. In case you guys was wondering, you know, how do you get those covers off to make more track? Well, I painted them on this one, but it's these little black things. There. Little screws right up underneath there, and these covers pop off, and then you can put more of these in there. It can actually go all the way around. Alright, I guess the next thing to do would be to test it out, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I got the turntable all weathered up pretty much the way I want it. So we're just going to go ahead and give it a spin just to make sure everything is working properly with it. So we're just going to test a few locations real quick, and I'll let it go ahead and do a full 360 around make sure it works properly. Was a little bit concerned about putting the ground foam in there and a little bit of gravel, and of course a little bit of dirt. But I want it to be more, you know, realistic looking than anything. So that's why I did that. And of course, you know, as you can see, I didn't paint these ones, but all these ones I did paint. And I just used a pewter color that you can pick up, you know, at Walmart. And I didn't put it on there like a real thick coat, you know, it's kind of thin. So the black kind of shines through there a little bit. So it really gives it a grungy look, which I think it makes it look really cool. And of course, you know, we did the windows. I just painted them white and put some blue weathering powder on there. And of course, you know, just the basic black, you know, on the rail and on the house. Then weathered that with the weathering powder, the dark rust. And of course, you know, painted the bridge, this portion here, just painted that silver, just put a dab of red paint up there. It's supposed to be a light, but whatever. And put weathering powder on that as well. So as you can see, I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do, so I'm quite happy with that. So we are definitely moving along here on the layout. So looks like we gotta get back to work on it, and hopefully we'll get more of this done. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, so as you can see, I went ahead and got some of that smoothed down there. And yeah, it's extremely rough, but it'll work out when it gets sanded and, you know, another layer or another coat put on. But I pretty much got all I wanted, because I just wanted to get down here done, because that's where the engine shed's gonna be. And I wanted to get right here as well. As far as the rest of it, I didn't want to get smoothed anywhere else. So that's where we're at the moment. All right, we'll be back. We got the smoothed on there. We went ahead and, you know, smoothed it out, sanded it a little bit. I'm not gonna go too extreme. It looks good enough for me. I'm gonna go with it. Got the engine shed, you know, on there. All we gotta do now is just go ahead and paint it, glue down the engine shed, wire it. That should take care of that. As you can see, we got this piece down here all set too, ready to go. So we are good. All right, so we'll be back in a moment. Hey guys, as you can see, progress is still being made. We got all that painted up. Still have to put the shed back on there and glue it down, but got some ground foam put on here. So it's looking good there. Got Maui here. She's checking out the layout too. Say hi, Molly.
She just got a bath.
Yeah, she just had a bath. So progress is being made. So I just wanted to show you the update on that, and we should be done with it pretty soon. Back in a bit. Hello, guys. Well, let me tell you, it took a lot of work, but we got it all done. This thing is finally finished. So all we got to do now is just pop it back into the layout. Well, we still got to run the wires real quick. I mean, they're all up underneath there. They're all hooked up. I just got to connect it to something and connect it to the power supply. But there's the engine shed. We got us some workers out here. Got us a guy in front of the engine shed too. There's one of the industries, one of the trucks, cars. Don't mind that wire there. That's just the wire that makes the turntable go. Got some trees in there. Everything is weathered the way I wanted it. I might do a little bit of some black weathering powder on the pathways there yet, and I haven't done that. I'll probably still do that. But other than that, I mean, this thing is done. All the lights work in it. So it turned out to be a nice little project. And that was a pretty big portion of the layout right there that had to get completed, and now it is completed. So I'll be happy to get that stuck back in there. And then, you know, from the previous video, you already know that I got the town done. But I still haven't hooked its wire up to one of my toggle switches yet to turn its lights on. I still got to do that. But the town's done, so now this is done. Now there's just one more industry that I got to wire up. And then I got my overpass bridge thing. I don't know what it's called, I forget. Still got to put a wire on it. It's already got the lights in it. It just doesn't. I just haven't ran a wire to it yet. But we're getting there, guys. It ain't gonna be too much longer before the entire layout is done. And then with winter coming around, that might give me the opportunity to go ahead and run out to the garage and start the HO layout. But at least for now, we got this one here taken care of. And again, this was it's a pretty big portion of the layout. And I do got another video coming out for the new water feature that I'm adding. Alright, so that's it for now, guys. And don't forget, it ain't a mountain if you don't climb it.